What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to level 5 of the Terran campaign in Starcraft Brood War Remastered version. And we are playing on the nuclear or ground zero level, where we get to face off against the Terran nukes. So in the previous level we destroyed the nukes, and we're supposed to be facing off against the battlecruisers, but for this video we will be facing off against the nukes, but not battling against the battlecruisers themselves. So I consider this one to be the easier one between the two levels. Dealing with the nukes is actually not that difficult, is what it may seem. We are gonna get bombarded by a bunch of nukes from the get-go. So just start making SCVs, don't worry too much about anything else. Move the barracks and the factory away, because there is going to be a couple of nukes that drop right here. And it's going to save us resources by not having to rebuild all of the stuff. Now when the next batch of nukes come, which is going to be now, we are going to move our command center away as well. Move our SCVs away, because the damage that's going to fall now is going to be pretty hefty. So yeah, this entire reinforcement line is gonna disappear right now. Kaboom. Many nukes. And yeah, not a nice situation. Everything is flattened, everything is gone, except for the couple of buildings that we saved. Now, the general approach to this level is just to make sure that we build enough stuff, or not enough stuff. We build up some defenses, especially missile turrets, in order to see all of the ghosts that come to drop nukes. The nukes are going to be an annoyance, but if you place your buildings on the right spots, then it's actually not that bad in the end. I'm immediately going to start with building a barracks and seeing about moving here to the top side to clear the way for this base. If I have it correctly, there are a couple of units waiting over here. Or actually not. Okay, no, there's nothing. So, like, you can... Probably would have been a better idea to build the command center here on the top side. For some reason, I thought that there were going to be some units. Anyways, it's not that bad building the command center here. We can just fly it over. We can actually make use of the extra SCVs from this point. And other than that, the only thing that we have to do now is build our defenses. Or not our defenses, just get our base up and running, get the upgrades. We are going to be making use of a lot of siege tanks and Goliaths for this level. We are also going to be making use of things like science vessels in order to detect all of the ghosts. And then we're gonna rain hell and fury on them once the basics of our base has been sorted out. So, yeah. We do have access to the battlecruisers though, but the battlecruisers is a mixed situation for sure. Not a bad idea to go for the battlecruisers, but we need to keep in mind they are gonna have a lot of ghosts. And ghosts use their lockdown ability to pacify the battlecruisers, so yeah, just be careful, that's all. A very expensive unit to just lose like that for no reason. Anyways, back to focusing on the level. Build bunkers close to your base, and primarily go with filling them up with marines. Actually, we can just fly this one over now. Yeah, primarily make use of the marines, and you are going to be placing missile turrets all over the map. The ghosts are not necessarily going to target the missile turrets themselves, so they will rather try to come in here close by and see what damage they can do. So the sooner we can get our scanner sweeps up and running, and the sooner we can just get some form of detection against the nukes, the better for us. So that's what we're gonna place over here right now, and keep the marines here on the side that we're gonna use to fortify that area there on the top side. Okay, keep on making the marines, and from here on out keep on making supply until we get to 200. Basics. As for the upgrades for marines or infantry, just go with the damage upgrade. We're not really gonna be using infantry for this level, so we just want our marines to be stronger within the bunkers instead of keeping them durable. Alright. Oh yeah, and siege tanks are also pretty important, so yeah. The first bit of this level is only gonna be spent on fortifying our position to make sure that we don't get caught off guard with nukes and, you know, all of their badass stuff. So get those scanner sweeps up and running, and then we can always be one step ahead of them when they have their nukes. Hopefully they don't let any of their nukes land before our scanner sweeps are ready. So yeah, this base is pretty saturated. We can actually get a couple more ACVs over here, keep on making the supply. Things are gonna catch up pretty quickly soon. And the missile turrets are primarily for the ghosts and to keep their science vessels out of our bases. They will be annoying us every once in a while with their units, their science vessels. So just be aware of stuff like that. So 1 tank per bunker, just to stay on the safe side. And the missile turrets, on the other hand, you can bolt them a little bit to the front side. The sooner we can get a view of a ghost, the better. Not necessarily meaning we will, they would at times just target the bunker itself. But nonetheless, that's where the siege tanks come in handy. Now, fortunately, we don't need too many bunkers. What we are going to be doing is place our siege tanks and missile turrets there on the top side. So once we have saturated these bases and gotten some of the basic defenses up and running, that is exactly what we're going to be aiming for.
Not enough minerals.
So as for this base over here, things looking good. You can place the siege tank at the front side to immediately get some good view of the ghosts. And once again, just place missile turrets on random locations on the map. Keep on making siege tanks as well, because we are gonna need a lot of them. 2 more marines needed over here, and yeah, just get these things up and running. Minerals is the thing that we are lacking at this stage. 1 dropship over here, 1 dropship on this side. You are going to notice that there are a couple of cliff sides that we are going to have to cover up with missile turrets and just missile turrets and siege tanks and just defensive buildings. So let's see about, yeah, let's build a bunker over here. It's a very good spot for a bunker. And then once that is ready, we're gonna drop those marines in that spot. Keep on saturating this area until it's ready and completed. We don't at this stage have to worry about building more factories because we are eventually gonna move to the far right side to claim a base over there. And then use that area to build the majority of our factories. Otherwise, we're gonna have to fly our factories over. That's just gonna take a lot of time. Nah, we're just gonna. You can call this a slow approach, I suppose, but it's gonna take longer to fly our factories over there. And I suppose that we're gonna have enough resources by that time. But at this stage, nah. I'm just gonna do it this way. So anyways, things are looking positive, things are looking good. Nothing to worry about just yet. Oh yeah, actually another important unit that we can use for this level are vultures because they take down infantry units pretty quickly. So if your siege tanks are out of range, then the next best thing will be to make use of something like vultures to quickly get to a specific location and then knock down the ghost. So investing in those is definitely going to be a good idea. You can get a couple more SCVs over here. And I forgot to hotkey the factory actually. So this spot is more important to defend because attacks are probably going to be more frequent here. That being said, I should actually... Oh, okay, yeah, here comes a small little attack, it seems. Huh, what do you know? I'll use a couple of ACVs because of this. That's okay. Okay, so what ghosts like to do in this map is they like to drop in this area over here and then drop the nukes on top of your base over here. So this is the reason why it is so important to have not just siege tanks over here, but to also have missile turrets over here as well. So ghosts will be walking by this area and they will be dropping on this area over here and all sorts of nonsense. So just building missile turrets up here as quickly as possible is going to be a very, very good idea. The fences are still looking good. More missile turrets. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. And we saved ourselves from a nuclear attack. So far, so good. No problems from the nukes just yet. But we can always get some unexpected attacks sooner or later. Get that upgrade up and running. Use this lots of free space over here to build more of our supply depots. And I would say that the first half of this level is actually going pretty well. Okay, load them up. 4 tanks over here is going to be more than enough. The next area that we're going to try and get is over here. So keep on making those siege tanks. Keep on getting supply up. And yeah, things are looking very good for us. You can keep that ACV on the spot, but just keep in mind that it might get knocked down by a science vessel sooner or later. Actually want to see. Yeah, we can build a bunker on that spot over there. Not a bad idea. Put one of our trustingly ACVs on that spot. Ah, here they come. What do you know? Not a threat. More the reason why this spot over here is so vital and important. Okay, this is over and done with. We can get our science facility. Okay, let's just first place our bunker before we put our siege tanks into siege mode. Okay. Perfect. Very, very good spot for us. We can place them both of that close. And from here on out, all that we're going to keep on doing is make more siege tanks that we're going to be using for the battle to come. And yeah, science vessels are going to be really important to detect the ghosts, no problem. The only thing that you have to be worried about in this regard is the ghosts using their lockdown abilities or other science vessels using the EMP ability, but for the most part it's not really going to be a problem for us. Don't worry too much. After those 5 tanks, we're going to be investing in lots of Goliaths and Vultures, you know, the fun kind of units. And then we're going to... Oh, wow, that actually happened. I don't think I've ever experienced something like that happening. He literally dropped out of that zone. Huh. That is pretty interesting. Learn something new every day. Anyways, good defense is going on here. Keep that ACV on that spot. And yeah. Want to be extra safe, let's just put another one over here. Now, another option that you have for the science vessel is to let it patrol up and down from this area. I don't think it's really needed to do something like that, but you can do it if you want to be extra safe. We have a lot of resources to spend, so we might as well make use of it as much as we possibly can. Yeah. And so far, no nukes have been detected and no nukes have successfully landed either. So things are really looking good for us. Okay. So the other reason why the science vessels are going to be so important is because of their defense matrix ability. Now the defense matrix, I'm not sure if I demonstrated it in the previous Starcraft campaign, but defense matrix makes your units highly durable. And it really makes a difference when it comes to assaulting another Terran base, especially because you can have siege tank doing 30 damage to it all of a sudden turning into only 1 damage per hit. So yeah, really important stuff to make use of. Oh, he's stuck. What do you know? Well, just keep on building supply. We're not maxed out yet. And after that, 5 Goliaths, and then we're gonna start working towards assaulting the base there on the far right side. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Keep on making those science vessels, put them on control group number 3. They are gonna be really handy and necessary for the battles to come. And to detect the ghosts. Other than that, that is the basic part. It takes a while to complete this level because in order to take down Augustgrad is a bit of a challenge. We've got the blue and the red Terran to worry about. Like the red Terran, just to give you an idea of what we're going to be dealing with, it's a pretty fortified area, not easy to just walk in and blow everything up. On top of it all, once we really start assaulting the base, they are going to be investing into a large amount of siege tanks. So it's not going to be a cakewalk, that's for sure. Movements are going to be generally slow and just, yeah. Bear with me on this level. It is going to take a little bit of time. But fortunately, it's a fun ride as well. Now, like I said, if we really want to, we can invest in battlecruisers. It's not a bad idea, especially because of the Yamato gun that the battlecruisers have got. The Yamato gun is going to be great because it's going to be the thing that quickly knocks down that barrack. So if we can have about 6 battlecruisers, then we can actually knock down that command center fairly quickly, and they're not going to repair it last time I checked. So yeah. Things to consider and things that we can use to our advantage. Actually, in fact, we don't have to use that science vessel. It will be fine.
Systems functional.
Okay, these cars are good. How? Ah, perfect. Upgrades are looking nice. Yamato gun. Coming up. More supply depots needed. And it's time for us to move out. Oh, what do you know? Bye-bye. Keep the science facilities at the front. I don't recall it being on this level like that, but on the previous level there are some spider mines located on the map. And you don't want your units to just run through those spider mines. Not nice, that's for sure. Okay, so the base is located over here. As you can see, it's not really anything to worry about, but nonetheless, set up your siege tanks because once we start attacking, we are gonna be facing off against what blue has got to offer. And what blue has got to offer are also just lots of siege tanks and lots of mech-based units. So let's not underestimate them. Let's just play it safely and take things one step at a time. Right. Put that one on number 7. Okay, at this stage, good idea to start getting our battle cruisers. Oh, what do you know? Another one of these. So yeah, they're just gonna keep on sending units as long as we keep on attacking their stuff. From here on out, it's also a good idea to start building our, what do you call it, the factories. Do the leapfrog ability as you unsiege one lot, then just get the next lot ready and move closer and closer. Make sure that your Goliaths are also on hold. You don't want them to just move into battle for no reason. And this area is going to be our third base. Oh yeah, and there you go. They're also going to try and be funny with their stuff. Yeah, like a moment like that is where you can actually use the defense matrix ability, like watch. You just saw I took a solid hit from a siege tank and yeah, wasn't even phased. Not even a little bit. So yeah, make use of the defense matrix ability as much as you can. Oh, would you look at this? Wow, that's cute. Okay, good idea to maybe have a siege tank over there, I suppose. What an annoyance.
Battlecruiser operational. Receiving transmission.
Okay, have about 4 factories. That's generally a good number to work with. Make sure that they have their attachments on as well. And, okay, so with immediate threat out of the way, we can position our siege tanks into a much better location. Ah, targeted the wrong one, didn't it? Yeah, you see, only. Ah, okay. Actually, we stopped that nuke before it got a chance to land. Great. This is the kind of thing that I want to see with our situation. Immediately make Goliaths. We have an endless supply of minerals at this stage. So yeah, pull up with the battle cruisers. Where's that battle cruiser? Ah, great. Repair, get more gas, and get one more factory. How are those upgrades coming up? Great. See if we can max, well, not necessarily max out, but let's get the damage up with the battle cruisers as well. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are close to the end of this level. Mineral starting to run low over here. What about our other base? Things are still looking fine. We're not gonna go for a 4th base, not needed, but if you really want to, there's another base here on the top side that you can go for. And let's see, anything else that is maybe missing? We never went for the vultures, but not really needed as well. It might be a good idea to maybe place 4 marines or so over here, maybe get 2 siege tanks even. The reason why is because you might have some attacks coming from the side, and just having a couple of units ready and stationed is a very good idea. So let's see, defense matrix, one of our Goliaths, and then just, yeah, move in. That's the one option. The other option is you can make use of your battle cruiser, or battle cruisers. No need to go for the energy on that baby. Okay, defense matrix, soak up some damage. There we go. Only 4 damage, huh? What a thought. Crazy idea, huh? That's why defense matrix is so important. Crazy thought, actually, if you think about it, how powerful the Terran can be. Oh yeah, and of course make sure that we have some of our SCVs on standby and ready to repair our stuff. If we can save some of our things, that's really awesome for us. And now just make siege tanks and Goliaths. That's all you're gonna make from here on out. Siege tanks and lots of Goliaths, because we are probably gonna be losing a lot of our units. Did I? Okay. Okay, let's have a vision advantage. Battle cruisers are coming in nicely. Things are looking positive for us for the most part. Okay. Okay, let's start moving forward again. Get a general idea of what we're up against. It doesn't look like they have that much. That being said, they should not be underestimated. Okay, position is strong. can actually just hotkey them into the same position. Whoopsie daisy. See if we can get a good location for our tanks. Yeah, red will probably come in to join in on the fun. So just be ready for when they do decide to do that. Which ones need to be repaired? These two. Oh, we're maxed out supply. What do you know? Well, that's a great sign for us. Now, yeah, just melt away all of their weak ass units. Minerals are still looking good, looking great. Things are on the upside for us. We haven't lost that many units. Another battlecruiser. Get the next set of upgrades. And let's see, they don't have that much. Great! Let's move in. We're about getting a couple of free shots. And just rain hell with our siege tanks. This. Put them onto number 4. Now, from here on out, it's gonna be pretty easy. Yeah, sacrifice. It's okay. They're gonna be sending in a lot of their ghosts. Once the space falls, then I would say the worst is probably over. Anything spectacular? No, not really. And we can come and claim this base for safety reasons. Blue is pretty much out of the way from here on out. There's not much that blue has got to offer that we need to be worried or afraid about. So, place about 4 siege tanks over here. And now one more battle that we really need to be concerned about, but not by much. Whoa. 2. Alright. See that we get a range advantage. Okay, let the Goliaths take up the majority of the damage, move our siege tanks in to go and just deal with the rest. Even if we lose all of these Goliaths, it's okay, we can just make a bunch more, and we anyways have a lot to work with. Make sure that our siege tanks stay alive, or not our siege tanks, our battle cruisers stay alive. They need to stay alive for the end game. Still okay. get struck with. Just about to say. Huh.
All crews ready. Set a course.
Now, when we redo this level with the going up against the battle cruisers, it's going to be a little bit of a different approach. In the sense that we are going to be focusing on lots and lots of raids instead. Let's see. Okay, so now that we have gained this... Oh man, what bad luck. What bad luck. We just got silenced by a... whatchamacallit? Science vessel. No worries, taking down these missile turrets is really not going to be a problem against the level 2 battle cruiser. And that guy over there is also not going to be a problem. So just, actually we are in range. Just focus fire that thing. We have more than enough defenses up and running over here to not be worried about getting disturbed by that at all. And it's mission accomplished. Took a while, but mission accomplished.
Your forces are under attack. Tracking the Dominion flagship NORAD-3 in low orbit. Emperor Mengks may be attempting an escape. Receiving incoming transmission.
This is Emperor Mengks of the Terran Dominion. I wish to parley with your executive officer at once.
So, the elusive Arcturus Mengks at last. I was hoping to speak with you before we finished our business here. I am Admiral Gerard Dugo, and I must commend you, sir, for holding back our advance for as long as you have. You are indeed a worthy opponent.
My thanks to you, sir. But you must know that your victory here means little to me. It might have taken me a while, but I did overthrow the Confederacy. I'll overthrow your rule as well.
That seems unlikely, sir. Seeing as how you will be publicly executed along with the rest of your ranking officers.
You wouldn't dare.
The man who crowns himself emperor speaks to me of daring. You have far outlived your reputation, citizen Mengks. Captain, prepare to take the emperor into custody.
You'll have to postpone those plans, gentlemen.
Sir, the rebel command ship Hyperion has just entered our sensor range. It is accompanied by a small Protoss fleet.
What? Who are these intruders?
Jim Raynor. What the hell are you doing here?
I'm pulling your ass out of the fire, Arcturus. So shut up and sit tight. Make no mistake about it. We've got us a serious score to settle. But right now, a mutual acquaintance of ours wants you alive. Prepare your ships for dimensional recall.
This is intolerable. They're escaping right out from under us. Track them. Track them.
Alright, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of level 5 from the ground zero nuclear perspective. As you can see, not really a difficult level to maintain at first. It's only the final assault that can be pretty challenging and intense. But if you approach it step by step, it is actually not that difficult. I hope that you learned something new from this tutorial, and I hope that you can apply it to your game when you next time take on the campaign yourself. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, refer to your friends who would like to learn some more about Starcraft Brood War, and of course, stay tuned for the next video, which is a repeat of level 5, except from the battlecruiser perspective, so definitely stay tuned for next time.